when you're going through challenges, what is it that you're doing to be yourself, and one thing is that fear doesn't have the ability to stop focus. Fear doesn't have the ability to stop one's mind. Fear does not have the ability to stop one's mentality. And when we are facing off against fear, ultimately we have the ability to ask ourselves that question: what does it mean? And what am I learning from this? Am I learning to continue? Am I learning to work through the challenges? Am I learning to grow? And it's quite amazing when challenges come, because when challenges come our way, they're always going to come as a test. They're going to test to see what you're made of, to test to see if you have what it takes, and if the ability inside, the mentality has that, or if you're going to break. I've heard a lot of times that people that join the military, they push them to the point to see if they'll break or not, and if they have the ability to push through and to continue to focus even when things aren't working in their favor. And so, how do we turn those things into blessings? How do we utilize those challenges? How do we become something greater than what we are, to be manifest what we want to become? And it's not every day that you're going to have the challenges that you're going to face off against. It's only when you're facing off against those fears and those things that are saying, is this possible for you to achieve? And it's going to truly test your mind. It's going to test your being. It's going to test what your thought process says. And inside of those tests, you have the ability to have fear. You have the ability to have all these things that would stop you. But you also have the ability to recognize them and to continue. You have the ability to be the reason why you're achieving your dreams. You have the reason why you're achieving your goals. And it's not going to go away, the challenges that you face off against, the memories, the things that you are tested with in the universe. What is going to happen is you're either going to give up or you're going to continue. You're either going to have the mindset that because that happened, it gave me more reason to achieve my dreams. Because that happened, it gives me more reason to achieve my goals. You see yourself in a place, or you go through a challenge and you find a reason to overcome that challenge. It's not just fulfilling, but it pulls a part of you from the inside that sometimes we don't even know we have. Sometimes we don't know how far we can go, how great our ability can become. And it's almost like when you're going through those forms of challenges, you have that ability, friends. You have the ability to believe in yourself, to believe in your being, and ultimately, you're the one who holds you back. Happening